Okay guys, this is day 3 of our tire wall build, and today we have the pleasure of getting some help from the Tiny Shiny Home Clan. These guys sent me a text message over Instagram asking if we wanted a little help, and who are we to turn down help? We have Jonathan and Ashley and their 4 kids, and 99, their dog. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's playing shy. That's here. There's the boy. There's the boy. Anyways, they've been nice enough to come out here and help us with this physical labor. We really appreciate it. This is CJ. He's in charge of our road maintenance. We went inside this afternoon, exhausted from working this morning, took a nap, and we come out and he's filling these tires for us. Wow. Holy smoke. Oh my God, he did all of this. Oh shit. We got a lot of great help from Tiny Shiny Home today. And then at the end of the day, our road maintenance guy came along here and really started cleaning up the road. This was very, very soft. And he needed a place to put the sand. There was just so much of it. So he covered all the tires. All of these tires here, he came up. You can see where he came with his backhoe. And we had filled these earlier today using wheelbarrows. This is what it looked like when we got done. And this is what it looks like now that a big backhoe creates this. Now we're going to come along here and smooth this out and make it look a lot more natural, like sand dunes. And then we're going to figure out plants that we can put in that have root systems that will hold this sand back. And then he also got some of this done over here. And here's an example you can see. That's how high the tires are, and this is how high. So on top of the tires are maybe 18 inches of sand after he's flattened it off. So we're going to come along here, figure out a way to make this look cool and natural. And we know this process is going to take a little while, but this was a really big help. We got a lot done today. Okay, guys, we've been working on this now for about a week. And what we have here is the first berm that is right adjacent to the road. It's 1 tire high. Each tire has been filled with dirt, and then the dirt has been mounded up over it. And we're going to be continually adding rock here to prevent any kind of erosion. This creates a swale on the inside, and that is surrounded by a second berm right next to the greenhouse back there. So it creates a swale. should the water get over this first berm, hopefully this swale is large enough that it will pool up here and it will be redirected down past the greenhouse and garden into a wash that runs down the property. Here's a better view of it. So now I'm standing in our driveway and you can see this berm and the road. In the previous flood, the water came from this direction and it would then be redirected along the road. We're going to be putting in a gully here on the road along with a culvert. Okay, I just want to give you an idea of what the final product is going to look like. Now that the tires have been stacked and covered with sand, we brought in a row of railroad ties that we picked up at the feed store. I drilled holes through the railroad ties and secured them to the ground using 30-inch pieces of 3/8 inch rebar. And using 6-inch structural screws, I toe-nailed them to each other. We backfilled with sand, and it gives a well-defined edge to the driveway. When we bring in our AB mix, we'll have a nice spot to bring it right up to and tamp it down. We'll be working on this side, and you'll see an update of this side in a future video. Finally got this wedge cut off, and the reason there's no film of it is I had a heck of a time getting this chainsaw to start and keep running. It kept stalling out every time I pulled the trigger on it. So once I got it rolling, I wasn't going to stop and turn on the camera. Sorry about that, guys. We just completed putting the 2 layers of railroad ties up. The bottom row is pegged with a 30-inch rebar to the ground. The second row is pegged with a 18-inch rebar through the top railroad tie into the second or first row railroad tie, locking it all together. So now that this is completed, we got to finish with our backfill, and then this project should be complete. After I got done putting the top row of railroad ties in, Yvonne came out and backfilled all the tires. It's looking real nice, and this top portion of the berm is complete. If you have any questions about what we're doing out here, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below. We really appreciate your support, and we'll catch you in the next video. The little mouse.